Welcome back. Well, we have Catherine Bryans here from the History Center. Well, welcome. So nice to see you.
It's nice to be back.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
I think the last time
was virtual.
Was a Zoom thingy. I know. Isn't that great? I'm so glad that we can finally get back together. And I know you guys have you have a lot to cover here with the History Center. But before we really get into all the nuts and bolts about it, tell me what the History Center is and why do we have one?
We are the keepers of the history of not only the village, but our locale. And one of the things that we do is maintain that so that it's researchable, so that people come in, want to know, like all the years of what was the Laguna Woods News became the Globe, many years of that. And our volunteers, bless their hearts, had gone ahead and they'd scanned all of that. So everything is in digital files now, which is really important, which we all found out through your malware and everything that information can disappear in a quick moment. So we store mostly on the cloud now because we're told that even DVDs have a shelf life. So
yeah, they sure do. I know, but then we're always very concerned about putting things in the cloud too, because you just never
Oh,
really
absolutely.
know. I mean, we certainly hope everything is safe and secure.
It is, and because, well, one, we're not on your network, we're on our own network, and that saved us. So there's a lot of information that wasn't lost that's available, and that's an important thing for the staff and the community to know. These things are researchable to everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and we keep that in a very tight, controlled situation.
Right, and we're actually showing a picture of all of your archives. So you have lots of storage that you have put away.
Yes, this is storage of clubs. What you're seeing is all club storage, and that's one of the things we do. We make that available for clubs. We have a little over 50 that are with us right now, but there's 200 more clubs in the community. So we do have space for it, and as a former president of a club, when I came on as president, I went, where is the information? It turns out it's in 6 different manners, and they're going to look for it. Well, this is a place that things can be stored, and it's stored at a temperature of 70 degrees. It's kept in a humidity control between 30 and 50% humidity, which is maximum. And that's what we need. And so those things are being archived for the clubs. They still have full access to that. They pay $50 a year. It's pretty small, to make sure everything is safe. And when a club goes dark, which happens, they can turn those books over, sign them over to the History Center, and we will take care of them. They're still researchable, but they cannot be removed at that point.
Okay. You know, that's a good idea, because how many times, do you have, like you said, you became a president and then you didn't know where anything was, and there was 7 people who were in charge of all this stuff. And I think that's a smart thing, because there are so many clubs that have been around for a long time.
Like the Aquadettes, which is what we're going to talk about, because they are one of our clubs that are with us, and it's really important for them. They've come in, they had a couple years off, like all of us did, and as they were trying to gain momentum coming back, new members were able to come in and sit down and look at archived material and have it available all in one place where they could sit in our boardroom and just go through everything.
And look at that, we're showing the center. So you have a section that is just for the Aquadettes now.
Well, until the September 1st. They're going to be having their show.
Yes. Oh, and look at that, even a video.
Exactly. And it's just a wonderful group of people who had an opportunity to, and at that point, and I'm sorry Robert didn't make it this morning because he's one of our very valuable volunteers, and somehow he got hooked up when he was starting up Facebook for us, because he's our new guru for Facebook, bless his heart. He said there was over 2 years of people wanting to be friends with the History Center, so he had his work cut out for him.
That is awesome. That's good. And you said they're having an event that's coming up, and we're showing a flyer right now.
Exactly.
And it's the Aqua Follies, which is something they do regularly.
All the time. Oh, they've been doing it for years. They've been doing it for 58 years. So, and putting on shows, and it's not only great exercise, as they said, for themselves, but it's something, it's a give back to the community. This is what we've worked and trained to do, and we'd like to show you. So they do it. It'll be at Pool 1. The tickets are available now through the Rec Center.
So, Excellent.
And so Robert put together a little reception and had all the ladies, because it's all ladies,
Right.
come in, and they were really surprised, one, about who we are and what we do, because a lot of folks still don't know.
Yeah.
Shame on us, but we're working on that.
You're getting there.
We're getting there, slowly but surely. And I think it was really important for us to showcase them so they understood that their records were safe. They went back in the archive room, which is a separate room, and were able to look at these materials and see how it's archived. And that's why those storage areas are very important. And we have room for more.
Right.
Also back there are other things, other documents and pictures. So that's called physical archiving.
Okay.
And we also have digital archiving, which
Right.
is the way we refer to everything that's not
It's true.
in the
Yeah.
back room.
Everything that's not physical.
But we're not a museum. We have a few things. One of our residents actually glommed onto a piece of the globe before it was totally destroyed. And we have some of the old street signs and dinnerware from the original clubhouse one. But that's not what we really do. We do documents and photographs and things of that sort.
Right.
All the board meetings, things of that sort.
Yeah.
Everything is digitally sent to us and we archive.
Right. Well, it's a great thing to do, because I feel nowadays, we do a lot of things on our phones, and then it just gets stuck in the phone. We never really print pictures anymore, and we don't
Correct.
do a lot of that stuff. So I think we forget a lot about it.
Yeah, and I think it's important to not just staff, but also for the community.
Right.
If you don't know if it's valuable, come to us.
Right.
Because I'm going through a box right now, and it's wonderful things, and it's stuff. It's things that we really, really can use and archive, and it's valuable.
Right.
So if you don't know, we had an interesting thing happen. We got notified from someone who came in and said she had bought a manor. They moved the washer and dryer out and found all these manuscripts behind a wall from a very prominent, I don't know his name because I'm a West Coast girl and he's a New Yorker, but did a lot of plays and things in New York and was a producer as well as writer. And that is not as important to us, but in that process, we circulate throughout the country and the world, really, about other organizations. And we found 2 organizations that were thrilled to get this material.
Oh.
So that kind of networking has brought material to us, and it's allowed us to do other things as well.
Oh, that's great. That is nice. So you mentioned Robert, and he is in charge of your social media. So what I wanted to do is share the social media information. So you guys are on Instagram, and you are also on Facebook now.
Absolutely.
And we're showing that on the screen. But you also have a website too, LagunaWoodsHistory.org. And you're also on the docent tour that new residents can go on. You're located right next to the library. Can't miss you. And like I mentioned, you are a stop on the docent tour, so people can certainly see and check you out.
And we are a little different because we are all involved in this community, but we're not a GRF facility. And that is a very different thing. We are, like the foundation, we're a separate 501c3.
Got it.
We don't receive any money through assessments.
Okay.
Historical Society donors built the building. And then it was donated to the Golden Rain Foundation, and we've maintained a long-term lease. But it's a wonderful working relationship with the community because we can share not only what we do, but share the community with anybody who walks in the door. Our hours, we know for sure, are 11 to 1, but somebody's generally there about 10:30 till about 2:30. But if you really want to speak to a person, come between 11
and 1. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the information. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too.
And of course, if you want more information about the History Center, or if you would like to participate by volunteering or just getting to know the folks that work there, you can go to LagunaWoodsHistory.org or follow them on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be right back.